In this video, you're going to learn how to make 30 or more Instagram Reels within Canva in just 11 minutes using the power of ChatGPT. Okay, well, technically it's 10 minutes, but I needed the extra minute to just jump in at the end and show you how your beautiful work would display on Instagram because I'm just incapable of doing things halfway. And before we begin, I do want to say that if you're just using the free versions of ChatGPT and Canva, you can still follow along with this tutorial. All right, let's start creating. Let's get started by giving ChatGPT our prompt. For me, it's going to be give me 30 fun marketing facts formatted in a table. First column should be the topic area. The second column will be the fact. The third column will be an action people can take to take advantage of the fact. These should be lesser known facts about social media marketing and digital marketing for creators and small business owners. So let's see what it comes up with. And if you're not quite sure how to use ChatGPT or what prompts to give it for your particular industry, I'm going to link you to a really handy video by another expert who dives into this in a much deeper way. So you'll definitely watch that in order to get the most out of the ChatGPT process. But as these are coming up on my screen, I can already see a couple of things I might want to tweak. So I'm just going to give ChatGPT some more prompts here, like remove the word action from the third column because that's going to be a bit tricky when this appears in a graphic. And I want to make sure that anytime it's referring to Twitter, it's referring to it as X, and anytime it's referring to tweets, it refers to it as posts. I would also maybe encourage it to make it a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more human, because this is a little bit stiff for my particular audience. So it's good to also train yourself how to give prompts to ChatGPT. And again, you can do so much more in terms of educating it on how to use your brand tone of voice and all of that. This is just sort of assuming we're working with nothing and we're starting from scratch and we just want to get this done. So that's looking pretty good, just looking at it this way. And there are definitely a few facts that sound a lot more like me, like be Google fabulous. I would definitely say that. So happy with that. And now let's jump on over to Canva and start creating. So within Canva, I'm going to be creating the mobile video, which is 1080 by 1920 pixels, but you could always search for it within Canva, but obviously mine's just right there. So I'm just going to click straight into it. And this is going to effectively work as a template that's going to pre-populate all of the information from ChatGPT. So within the Elements tab, I could look for some videos or images to use in the background, or I can just bring over some preloaded videos, which is exactly what I'm going to do over here. This sort of underwater smoke situation is from pexels.com, which provides you with free video clips, and I've just organized that into a bit of a folder. Now it is a little bit long, so I would trim that down to about 10 seconds and make sure it's starting from when that smoke comes down, so it's animated straight from the beginning. And I am going to be removing the background of this using the background remover function, which is a pro feature, which will help to bring my brand color from behind this. Now, it's not a deal breaker if you're not a Canva Pro user, so you don't have the option to do this. You can always just take whatever video you're using and adjust the transparency down a little bit so that it brings your beautiful brand colors forward, or you may not even need to do that because you don't really care if your brand colors are in the back, and that's totally fine. Now I want to make sure I'm right clicking and locking my background in place so that I can start putting things on top of it. If I hit T on my keyboard, I can bring in some text, or I can use the option in the left hand sidebar to do the same thing, and I can start writing in some placeholder text. It doesn't really matter what this actually says because it's going to be replaced by whatever you bring in from ChatGPT, but you want to make sure it looks good and it's legible, so it's large enough for people to be able to read it. It's the right boldness, right formatting, etc., etc. And on that note, you want to make sure you're paying attention to the anchoring of your text here. The reason this is important is because obviously whatever text you bring in from ChatGPT or other sources is going to be longer than just the word topic, and you want to make sure that it's wrapping in the right way. That is to say, you know, it's going to be above and below this line, or just below this line, or just above this line. That's all going to make a little bit more sense once we start using this in the way that we are going to be using it in this tutorial. But just so you know that is an important part of this, to make sure your text, if you've got multiple text boxes on the page, they don't overlap. So we are going to talk more about that. If that's not making sense, that's totally fine because I haven't explained it all that well, but I promise that I will. So Now we're going to bring in some dummy text boxes that are going to function as placeholders for the first section of our information, which is the kind of fact, and then the second section, which is going to be the action point for our business owners. All right, so now it's time to bring in some animations to our text, and I would maybe go with something like the burst function. Now you might find it's a bit too distracting if there's a video playing in the background, so it might all change, but for now I'm quite happy with that, and I would just right click on it and go to show timing. Because this is only the first part of our graphic, we want to make sure that it only appears for the first 5 seconds. And then this is going to change to part 2, which is going to appear for the second 5 seconds of our reel or our story or what have you. And now, as this is a template, maybe I would have additional text at the top and the bottom that might say something like, did you know? Or question Monday, or whatever the theme is, because this is going to be giving people sort of fun facts about marketing and social media. And yeah, so I'm just going to bring in a little bit of text to just add a little bit more dimension to my graphic here and potentially multiply that and kind of misalign it a little bit just to keep it a bit interesting. So if I highlight all 3 of these text boxes, I'm now going to be able to tidy these up. So if I right click and go to space evenly, I don't actually want to be using the tidy up option. I want to be using the vertically tidy up option, so that it doesn't kind of bring them all in line, but it does space them out evenly vertically. Now I can group that and duplicate it and also add it to the bottom of my project here. All right, so that's looking good. Now there will be a few final tweaks that we need to consider in terms of how this is going to appear within the Instagram Reels platform in this case. And so I'm just going to be adjusting my text boxes because again, there's going to be longer sentences that are going to come into these text boxes, and I want to make sure they appear and aren't blocked by other elements. So I'm going to bring in an image that gives me a bit more guidance on where things are within the Instagram platform and where things might be hidden. So in this case, I want to make sure everything is in the center area here, and I will provide you with this template in the description of the video, so make sure to check it out there. But once I can see where things need to be placed, I can then just adjust my text boxes so that I can make sure that no text that's pre-populated in here is going to go beyond these limits. And we want to do something similar with how we're anchoring our text. So we want to make sure that the topic area is anchored to the bottom and our part 1, part 2 text is going to be anchored to the top. So effectively, they're never going to overlap, even if an entire paragraph is pre-populated in here. Because of that anchoring, they're never going to overlap. So it's just a bit less hassle for you. And I'm just going to do one last funky thing by clicking the position option and going to layers. And I'm going to right click and just detach my video from the background here. And I'm going to effectively place the video just on top of that bottom did you know section. That's just going to give it a little bit more of that kind of dynamic look. And we can see how that'll look. So it'll kind of just spill over that bottom bit. Again, it's just a little bit of fun. Look, it's not a deal breaker. I just really like finding these extra points that are a little bit magical. So bulk create, if you're not seeing it in your left-hand sidebar, just go to apps and you'll find it there, or you can search for it up top. And this is where we're going to paste in our info from ChatGPT. Now I've noticed that there are some numbers in this first column, so we're going to just get ChatGPT to remove these for us because that's going to appear in the text. And now we'll be able to just copy this table over into our bulk create option within Canva. So now that we've copied this, we can just go in and paste that into Canva. We might potentially remove some lines here, or we can do that a little bit later on. But for now, let's click on done. And now we need to link up the text within my graphic with this information. So I'm going to right click on topic and go to connect data and make sure I'm connecting it with the right section there. And same thing with part 1, which is going to be the fact option, and part 2, which is going to be the what to do option. So that's looking pretty good. And now I would just hit continue, and we can just adjust the font size a little bit. Maybe it's going to look a little bit empty if the font is this small. Again, we just have to look at it on a phone screen and see how it looks, but I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, let's just go ahead and hit generate 30 designs. All right, so these are our designs. I think it looks a bit confusing because obviously part 1 and part 2 are overlapping. So we're gonna have to have a look at how it plays. But first, I'd maybe bring in my Reels template again just to make sure that the text boxes worked as they should have and nothing is outside of those boundaries. And now let's go ahead and play that and just see how it looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So yeah, part 1 disappears and part 2 appears, and that overlapping smoke at the bottom there is really cool. So this has now given me 30 videos to work with. I could also just tweak these a tiny bit by heading on over to design and styles and maybe cycle through a few different variations of my color palette just to get a bit of a diverse look, or I could swap out the background video and tweak things a little bit, but it's a really great way to get this kind of bulk content done. So let's just jump on over to our phone and have a look at how it appears on a mobile screen here. So this is the Canva app, and I would just go ahead and download each video individually. And then I'm just going to be jumping on over to Instagram and uploading this as a reel. I could add in some audio here, but obviously for our purposes, we don't care about that for now. So we're just going to click on next. And let's go next again. Now I would want to be editing the cover to make sure it looks good on my profile, but again, just for demo purposes on a dummy account here. So there's absolutely no dramas, no one's gonna see this, but this is how it would appear when somebody comes across it in their Reels feed. I think it might have some additional elements like the caption, etc. But overall, I think that's really, really captivating and I'm quite happy with it. So that's it on how to bulk create content using ChatGPT and Canva. Of course, you can utilize this skill for creating content for things other than just Instagram Reels. So if you are gonna be using it for other formats or even other platforms, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.